Hey up, it's Steve from the Old Yorkshire Geek, back again with more news. It doesn't seem like 2 minutes that I were away, does it? This time, Ron Howard is speaking about a possible Solo 2 or not. So let's have a look at that. There we go. This one's from Deadline. As usual, all the links in the description down below. Don't forget, like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you've subscribed. Follow me on my social medias on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I'm also on Rumble and Anchor.fm and Spotify and what's the others? Google Play Podcasts or whatever it's called. And Amazon Music Podcast. Links are all in the description down below if you want to check them out. Right, let's get on with this. Solo 2. Ron Howard says of sequel prospects, I don't think it's a Lucasfilm priority, which means it's not going to happen. I've got to pick my nose. I'm not having a good day today with these shows, am I? And there's Aaron, what's his face? Alden Ehrenreich. Never remember his name. Why didn't he just call himself Fred Smith or something? Because I'm proud of my heritage. That's what he'd say. In Solo, a Star Wars story, and they made him Solo, who were, I think Harrison Ford, something like 6'1" or something like that. I don't know. He's a decent sized fella, and they've made him. I think Alden Ehrenreich's about 5'7" or something, 5'8". I don't know, but he's not as tall. And even in the canon books, like the Dorling Kindersley books, they have Han Solo as something like 5'8". You think, what? No, he's a 6-footer, isn't he? Anyway, it wasn't very well reviewed and disappointed at the box office. It lost money. But in the universe, that's because Kathleen Kennedy's, an incompetent producer. She let the directors shoot something like 95% of the film. And then Lawrence Kasdan kicked off because they weren't following his script religiously. And so she sacked him with 95% of the film in the can and got Ron Howard in to remake the entire film, which is why it lost money. And she's still in her job. Unbelievable. But in the universe of Star Wars fanboys, even Solo, a Star Wars story, has its adherents. Disclosure, I am one of them. Who is I am? Tom Tap. Alliteration. So when NME took a tour through Ron Howard's oeuvre with the director, the mandatory question about a sequel had to be asked. The only discussion that, by the way, if we heard the ping, then somebody's just sent me a message on. Oh, it's my sister. She's sending me a message. Let's have a look. We're not live, but whatever. All right. My sister's just telling me that she can. I'm just showing you there. I'm showing you there. I forgot that we're on the same window. My sister's telling me that she can watch me on YouTube now. Hooray! Oh, where were we? All right, Ron Howard's talking. Right, the only discussion that I'm aware of about a sequel for Solo is coming from the fans at this point, Howard said diplomatically. I don't think it's a Lucasfilm priority, as I understand it. Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy told Vanity Fair that she learned on Solo that the one thing you cannot do in the Star Wars universe is recast a core character, or not keep an eye on the production as it's going. There should be moments along the way when you learn things, said Kennedy. We shan't learn the bloody thing, has she? Now, it does seem so abundantly clear that we can't do that. Kennedy took over Lucasfilm in 2012 with a goal to inject new energy into the Star Wars franchise. She lied to George Lucas and she said that she'd respect the property and the characters. Solo was one such attempt, with Alden Ehrenreich in the iconic Han Solo role pioneered by Harrison Ford. It didn't work. I must admit, I didn't hate Solo. I thought, it were okay. I didn't love it, but it were okay. It was a decent adventure. That's what it was. It reminded me, along the lines of, when Star Wars first came out and you got books like Han Solo at Star's End and stuff like that. It reminded me of one of them sort of stories. Sort of like it'll do story until the next big Star Wars thing comes along. Howard, however, does hold out some hope. There's some great characters launched, and the folks from Lucasfilm love the fans. Yeah, of course they do, and really do listen. No, they don't. So I would never say never, but I'm not aware of any concrete plans right now to extend the story or deal with that particular set of characters. Howard took the reins on Solo less than a year before its release, and about 5 months after directing duo Phil Lord and Christopher Miller had begun principal production in London. Lord and Miller said at the time they bowed out due to creative differences. They were fired. After shooting about, 95% of the film, or thereabouts. Oh, pardon me. Unfortunately, our vision and process weren't aligned with our partners on this project, the duo said in a statement. Lawrence Kasdan kicked off because they were ad-libbing. They were allowing the actors to ad-lib on set, which is what they do. So they were good at comedies and stuff. Unfortunately, we normally aren't fans of the phrase creative differences, but for once this cliche is true. Not long after, Deadline reported that Howard was set to step in and resume filming that July. Not resume filming, they basically remade the entire film, more or less, which is why I think the budget was way over $300 million. Didn't even make that back, I don't think, or maybe a little bit. Didn't make its production and marketing and all that cost back. It lost money. And it caused Bob Iger to step in and say, we're taking a step back, we're releasing too many Star Wars films, which wasn't true. They weren't releasing too many Star Wars films, they were releasing too many bad Star Wars films. But even that, I didn't mind Solo, I didn't mind it. It wasn't hideous. Right, so we'll leave it there. Right, so, thanks to my sister, she can watch my YouTube videos now. Thanks, Julie. So, wherever you are in the universe, look after each other, and until next time, I'll see thee. And if my sister's watching, I best be on my best behaviour now, aren't I? Anyway, bye-bye.